Hello, hi. We are Roll for Bowl. We are a D&D live stream. I am your DM Bin Competence, and these are the Dragonlords. Say hello, Dragonlords.
Hello.
Dragon Lords.
Dragonlords.
You wonderful, beautiful people.
I love how you
Um,
smile whenever we do that. Like you're kind of surprised that we actually say something.
well, it's a little bit the timing because I always say it, and then you always say it like a half second later than I think you will. So there's always this weird free fall stomach thing of like, oh god,
Are
did
they
they just set?
hearing me?
No, it's more like, did they set me up to deliver a setup without a punchline? And I'm just like, okay,
Well,
like,
now,
let me hear you. Like that's what I'm afraid is going to happen. Like that's my whole fear. So every time I say it, and the timing's not exactly what I expect, I briefly die.
everybody next week, blank stares all around.
It is inevitable that
We
that is
all
what's going to
mute
happen.
at the same time.
I hate that needs to happen. So I'm DM. It's immersion therapy.
Yeah, immersion therapy. Perfect.
I am your DM Incompetence. We are D&D live stream doing Odyssey of the Dragonlords, a Greek mythology-inspired campaign. I am going to try and get us through the introductions pretty quickly tonight, simply because I want to get a lot of story done. We got some shit to do. So let's jump into the summary. Our heroes have been chosen by prophecy to broker peace between the Titans, who hate the people of the land, and the gods, who think they're nifty. We have 27 days left on the timer, as demonstrated by Jen's lovely pillows, and we
nice.
are on session 72. And well, I didn't say anything. And so, as we near the end of that countdown, our heroes travel looking for answers and information. In order to find answers for Reed's story, Reed's quest, we've gone to Scorpion Island, where we have found a large number of very immature, weird centaurs. At the center of the island, a large tower where they are told that the Lotus Witch has cursed the centaurs to turn into scorpions if they reach adulthood and come of age and do not immediately find a soul bond, a mate. And the strange conundrum ahead of them, the heroes see the tower in sight with their answers and have a lot of choices to make. But I'm going to introduce them all. I'm going to roll each dice for each of them, and when I land on each one, we found a bunch of scorpions. When I land on each one, I want them to introduce themselves, their character, and they always answer a question. And this week, the question is, what would your character have been voted on in a high school yearbook? Most popular, most likely to succeed, things like that. Reed's working on an introduction thing in the future so that we don't do this every time, which I think would be lovely. I have been holding that back, so we're gonna take care of that. But
Not just you.
that's fair. That's fair. Everybody blame Allie in chat. So I rolled for Tammy. Tammy.
Well, am I muted?
No,
I'm
you're
actually not. For once. So I'm Tammy. I play Kiki, the Triton barbarian fighter, daughter of a pig, currently, with a Pegasus. So that's quite interesting.
That's a list of descriptors. You had to be there.
This is supposed to provide context, not demand context.
They're supposed to be following the story, man.
Now that you know that she is a demigoddess, a daughter of a pig who also owns a unicorn or Pegasus, I'm sure that you have fewer questions. What would she have been voted?
Most likely to punch out a teacher.
Yeah. No further questions, Your Honor. We're rolling one more time. We're rolling Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie, and my character is Callista. She is a satyr, bardlock, and she would have been voted biggest flirt.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe most musically talented biggest flirt.
Yeah, she'd be like that one kid who has like multiple It's like really obnoxious.
Now prom queen and prom king and prom king and prom queen. So let's go with Reed.
Let's go with Reed. I'm Reed, and I'm playing the human wizard Euphemian. Well, I'm Reed right now. We can't say that it's going to be the same 20 minutes from now, but
That's fair.
yeah. I think we're going to be boring here. I think Euphemian is just generically most likely to succeed. Like, just he's a friggin' keener.
Yeah.
He
That
went to
works.
work for the school, for God's sake. Like, you don't get any more of a keener than that.
That is fair. I don't even know that phrase, and I agree with you immediately.
Yeah,
That's how you
Yeah.
earn like credit,
Right.
extra credit to like pass. 'cause,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you have like enough to get 2 degrees.
Oh wow,
Um,
two very different definitions.
I'm curious. Type in the chat, but Jin, go ahead. What is?
The one Jennifer would be most to make comments, but for Krarin, he is a wood elf monk. Pow! He's the uncle to Arcades, and now uncle to I guess Starlight, maybe? I don't know. And
No.
uncle, well, fine. And then
Ismene.
uncle to Ismene for sure. Let's see. I don't think he would be like most anything. It'll just be who?
And Krarin in high school was voted least.
Just be who? Yeah.
Shamelessly ripping off my favorite 30 Rock joke.
The one that doesn't have that picture. They weren't there at picture day, so it's just like the blank
Yeah.
silhouette or the school mascot or something.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was it in 30 Rock or not 30 Rock? Arrested Development, and in her high school yearbook, a woman so unimpressive and so uncharismatic that next to a full profile picture of her was still an apology for a picture not found.
That
And I
would
was
be
like,
great, I think.
Yeah. Fatima, that is the worst fate, and I'm sorry. I turned someone into a pig, and that is the worst fate. Happened once.
He'd be like that kid from The Incredibles, Dash, who's like so fast, can't even catch him on camera, kind of like that.
I like that. I like that. So, I think we're ready to begin. Reed, do you have announcements? I don't really have any announcements. I'm not opening any new DM tables or anything, so I don't have anything there. But
I don't really have too much aside from the fact that obviously, as usual, we do have the store, and I would encourage you to go over there and take a look and see if there's anything you like. I mean, you don't even have to buy anything; just appreciate the hard work that we put into it.
Just go check it out on an artistic level.
Yeah,
Stare
it's
lovely.
beautiful.
And then feel so bad for us that you have to buy something.
Yeah. Pity. That's our every company needs a monetization structure, and ours is pity.
Yeah. There we go. So anyway, because it doesn't pop up in chats on the chat rollout, just in case you're on YouTube and you're interested, it's streamlabs.com/rollforbull/merch.
Last thing, if you're new here, I see some new faces. I recently learned that it's bad Twitch etiquette to call on people in chat if they haven't spoken first, but I'm seeing like so many cool people. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. Apparently, I'm not supposed to do that. But we have some people in stream, so I want to clarify. If you get channel points, you can spend them to help the heroes. You can talk to them during the stream. We like reading the chat. I think I always say this because it's my favorite statistic that we have in the game. I think we have 4 times where the chat has saved the heroes. I think was one of them like from certain death. I know like some of them were like, oh, that was helpful, thank you. But I think one of them was like legit. It was the Chandra's puzzle in the in the island. There's one where they legit like pulled you guys out of a fire, but like a lot of it's like, oh, thank you for that. Anyway, I'm mentioning that because you'll want to remember that for this session.
Wait, what?
So I said they'll want to remember that for this session. Frenchie from Quebec says, hi, hello, Green Gentle Giant. You're the one that I wanted to say hi
Green
to.
Gentle Giant.
Salut!
It's a bonjour.
Bonjour, je suis la pomme de terre, comme ci, comme ça. Okay, so let's say Are we
I wish
ready
I
to
could put
begin?
in pictures in the Twitch chat because I'll just put like a bulldog, Frenchie bulldog on there. So
Mhm.
cute.
I need to resubscribe because I don't have the emojis unlocked on mine, which makes me feel bad.
Haha.
Um,
But
Gamerbot,
is it cheddar or chowder? Sorry.
no, it's
Go
fine.
on.
I know this is derailing more, and I know we're on a timer, but I'm just like thinking, my wife and I were talking about how like there's a lot of like very very appropriately, very sagely and compassionately, a lot of discussion as to what respecting other cultures and not being offensive and actually acknowledging instead of dehumanizing. And we've kind of just agreed that the French and Italian are like exceptions to that. Like if you like did like any kind of voice from a culture, you'd be like, holy shit, I can't believe someone would be that awful. But then like Mario's like, it's a me, a Mario. Like, yeah, it's a you, a Mario. And then like, I don't know, when you do the French accent, it feels like the same thing. Like it's fine. They're French. They can take it.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
They
We
are not
can.
offended.
They're gonna think it's
We
bad no
eat-
matter what you do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's fair.
no, because we eat pain for breakfast.
Oh,
Pain.
stop.
It's fucking true.
I
Sorry.
know, but just still stop. Just stop.
Thank you for the subs. That was very sweet
Oh,
of you.
thank you for the sub.
Aw.
I
Sweet.
got derailed. I wanted to start this sooner, and I just started doing a monologue.
The pity's
About-
working. It's working.
The pity's working. Show of hands, who's ready to start?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna jump right into it then. 18 minutes later. The heroes are on Scorpion Island, large onyx tower in the distance, surrounded by a field of yellow flowers. The island itself is mostly empty. It's actually got very few trees, and you see very few signs of any sort of established society here. You do have, surprisingly, shockingly, some allies in the form of some centaurs that are here. I believe Fullen, known as Fullen the Brotherly, has left to go to the current campsite. But you still have Nessa, who is there, a beautiful young centaur, flower wreath, and surrounded by, I believe, red butterflies. You just perpetually stay around her. And we'd ended the last session with her telling you about the tower. So we're gonna end up there, and I'm really not sure I can do the voice twice. We're gonna end up there with her saying, "Yeah, it's just it's kind of a drag to think about the tower because the Lotus Witch, she kind of hates us all and did this curse. So I try not to think about it. I try more to live in the I try to live in the moment. And I can't let things like that get to me." She glares at you. She's like, she says, "I try and live more in the moment. So I thought, maybe instead of overthinking everything, if any of you would want to be soul bonded, for life, that would be pretty nice."
I mean, I think only one of us is actually single, and I'm just gonna kind of like look at Chandras.
Chandras goes,
Like, oh my god, Chandras, she's gorgeous.
I mean, she is.
It's objectively beautiful. That's not my hesitation. She goes, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "Hmm." She says, "So, do you want to be soul bonded?" She sort of walks up to Chandras and reaches down and like grabs another flower and holds it up like coyly. And Chandras just says, "You are lovely. My heart is with someone else at the moment." And she goes, "I don't mind." Souls are not like one thing. They're like everything, and they can be with multiple people as long as it's sincere, and you do want to be sincerely soul bonded, don't you? Chandris just says, "It's we're here. We're here for we're here for a purpose, and I believe that um, my friend Euphemian would be able to discuss that further." And she's, "Oh, okay. Well, how can I help you?"
Well, for the moment, we're just looking at getting to the tower, and we have some questions that need answering.
Oh, I can answer those.
I very much doubt you can, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Are they like book questions?
Uh, I suppose questions about the meanings of reality and
Oh, no, thank
the
you.
unfoldings of fate.
No, I guess if you want to do all that boring stuff, you'd have to go talk to her. But I mean, and she like from there she puts her hand on your shoulder and she goes, "Is that really what you want to be doing? Because I mean, you get your answers, but then there's the whole never coming back thing, and that's just
I don't know if it's necessarily what we want to be doing, but we
you
do
don't
have a
have
time
to.
limit.
If it's not what you want to be doing, then you don't have to." And Sean just goes, "That's what I've been saying." She goes, "See, you get me." Sean just goes, "Okay." Um, um,
I kind of
and
go up to Chandris and go and say something to the effect of like, "See, it's hard when you get your foot stuck in your mouth."
she's lovely. I just have a feeling that someone who turns into a scorpion, if things go wrong, might be a bit of a liability. And also, I'm already overly committed as it is for what I'm intending.
I just pat him on the shoulder and go, "Oh, Chandi, that's there."
He doesn't say anything. Um,
I just want to say, Ben, when you're speaking faintly, like I am not hearing what you're saying.
oh, okay. If you're losing me, let me know right away. I have to change my
I know I am. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay, if anybody is this better at all? If I'm testing 1 2, does it sound better at all? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I
It's
could hear
Yeah,
the
you.
same.
that's
It's the
better.
same for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I can affect the sensitivity. Let me know if it ever fades out, because I can tweak a lot over here. And Nesta goes, "Okay, well, if you want to go over to the tower, you can go, but we're having a party tonight. You know, a nice celebration. And if you wanted to come,
What
any
do you
of you are
celebrate?
welcome. Oh, just how fun it is to have a party,
Oh, those are my favorite.
right? You and I have a lot in common.
Yeah, I know.
Can I ask you a question?
I think I know what it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. It's a no, unfortunately. I like you a lot. I really do. I just can't.
I like you
I
too. You're beautiful.
afford to split my soul into more parts.
How many parts is your soul split into?
Ooh, I think I got 3 commitments right now.
That's beautiful. How about 4?
I maybe when we come out of the tower, we'll see.
Well, did you want to come to the party or do you want to go to the tower?
How long would it take from here to the tower? Do we have time to do both?
Well, it's kind of tricky because that thing, the thing where it's like this day and then it's night and then it's day. What do you call that thing?
The
Um,
day-night cycle?
24
no,
hour cycle.
no. It's a word. It's a small word. It's a word I
Time?
know. That one. Yeah, yeah. Time
Oh boy.
doesn't really make sense over at the tower. So like it might take you a couple weeks and maybe an hour. So, like, how long could it be? I couldn't really say. You might as well come here and get soul bonded before you go.
If it's going to take that long, I think it's better to go to the tower as quickly as possible.
Business first, party later.
Oh, that is not what we say here.
What has happened to me?
Chandras goes, oh no, Chandras is like, Euphemian, I believe what's happened to you is that your overreaching has compromised who you are, because right now, this seems more like the stories that I've heard, and you're walking away from it. Have you ever? And I think he sort of walks over to you, like he sort of like sidles over to you close. He goes, "Have you ever been with a centaur?"
Not in recent memory.
What's one night?
I feel like there's a decent chance that if I do something like that, I might lose an arm or two.
From Kiki.
Whoa.
You're all teasing me because of this lovely young thing here, but it's not me who was known for these kinds of adventures, at least among you four.
I suppose things change.
I suppose.
Fate of the
I
world
don't.
on your shoulders and all.
Jessica goes, oh, bummer. I wasn't listening. Just I heard fate of the world, and it's like, no, thank you.
That's the
Chandra.
thing. To be soul bounded to us, it's kind of like hard because we do have the fate of the world in our hands, so we may not be the best candidates for you, you know?
And we die, so it won't be long lasting.
Oh, I don't mind if if we get soul bonded and then you die. I'll just find someone else. It's okay. I mean, I already love you, so we're halfway done.
Okay. Do you love us
You-
enough to guide us to the tower?
If I go, will you bond with me?
Well, we have a lovely squirrel who might be very interested in that kind of thing.
An arranged marriage for a freaking squirrel and a centaur? What's wrong with you, Crate?
And
You know,
Gimp.
roll for bull. We honestly just, I mean, the dryad knots.
Can the squirrel do the ritual?
I
I
would
kind of look at
imagine.
Euphemian. Can the squirrel do the
I would
ritual?
imagine he can. I don't know if you could convince him to do it.
Is the squirrel cute?
He's extremely cute. He's a squirrel.
Oh,
Oh,
They've got those tiny little hands.
don't forget about his
Chandra's
tail.
John just turns to Callista and goes, is this what you've been doing to save the world?
I mean, it varies. Your mileage may vary. This is definitely a lot less hostile than what we normally deal with.
I think I like the hostile. Fatima, I don't know. I have just been yes-anding these fuckers and it's going somewhere. I'm not sure. But Nessa goes, well, I can tell you how to get to the tower and you can go there, and if you come back, maybe we can talk more about it later. Promise?
I have no
Good.
intention of staying there forever, so I would be more than happy to continue any discussions after we're done. And perhaps that will merit a party of its own.
Yeah, that sounds great. I would like that. She goes, okay, well, okay. Just between me and you and your four friends and the other centaurs that are here, One of the centaurs is back, and she goes, "Get to the tower. You just have to walk there, and that's it." She looks kind of pleased with herself, and she goes, "That's all you have to do. You just have to walk there. It takes a while, or it doesn't. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I guess bring water, but it's kind of a long walk."
Okay.
Sean just says, "Okay, either this is extremely straightforward, or this centaur is going to get us all killed."
I doubt it's going to be quite so simple as simply walking there. Some kind of time dilation effect or something like that.
Funny, that's not a word.
I've just invented it.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, you're smart, and time does get a little weird over there and a little whoa. So maybe be careful about that. But as long as you keep walking, and maybe be careful not to starve or run out of water or anything. And it's right there. And she points over which again is like 10 miles away.
What's that in kilometers?
So Reed has disadvantage on his next roll.
Yeah, you deserve that, I have to say.
I've never have I so clearly been caught in the headlights at that moment.
Trying to do the math in my own head, and I'm like, wait a minute.
That's not thing. Anyway, so what do you guys want to do? I'm giving you completely open open ground. You can go straight to the tower, which is just a walk away, or you can party with the centaurs, or you can figure something else out. It is your call.
I vote go to the tower, but I do want to talk to Nessa before we leave.
All right.
I will summon my quill, and I will tap Euphemian's name in my book, and it will erase. And I'm just gonna say, would you just do me a big favor? And this is
Yeah?
gonna be like basically pen pals. Would you sign your name in my book?
You're gonna give me a pen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to keep, but you can write with it. Yeah.
That's so sweet. What's a pen?
Do you know?
We're little pals. Yep. Rude.
Okay. And she takes the quill and she writes her name in it.
She just stamps her hoof
Yeah.
into the book.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna say she signs with an X. I'm gonna go ahead and say every centaur on this island signs things with an X. I'm
We
just
love it.
That's canon.
yeah, and
I'm
it's
writing it
but it
down.
still counts as a signature. I've just decided that I want that. I've decided this is the batshit island, and I'm going with it. So yeah, so you write that down, and what else would you like to do?
I would like to ask one last thing, if I could.
Sean just goes, please don't.
Is there any good way to avoid the scorpions, aside from not going towards the tower?
She goes, oh, well, the scorpions are just sort of wandering. So, like, don't wander. And if you see them, don't throw rocks at them. And also, like, just, maybe if you soul bond with somebody, then they won't become a scorpion, so that can keep the number down. But beyond that, just, be careful and don't, like, upset them. And maybe be good at running if you need to. Or galloping or whatever. You know, it'd be really good is if you had a centaur that you could ride through. Most centaurs don't let people ride them, but I think if it were a special exception.
Are you offering?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Like-
you soul bond with her.
No, but like for free is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, well, that tracks. Yep.
I hate this voice that I haven't completely ironed out. Like, I'm so completely sure of this character, and I hate that I made them. Anyway, so show of hands, who wants to just head off towards the tower right now? Okay.
Just in pure Zank style, straight line.
Right over a rock.
You all set away, and Nesta goes,
It's a paladin
"Okay,
thing.
bye." She goes, "Okay, bye. I'll miss all of you. Come back for the ceremony later, and a party. It'll be a lot of fun."
You have to
Okay.
promise that you'll throw us a party when we get back.
I will. It'll be a big party. You want it? We can make it like a ceremony too, if you like. You guys head off down the trail towards the tower. Chandris goes.
That was
Chandris,
weird,
walking with
though,
you.
wasn't it?
That was
Right.
extremely weird. I am uncomfortable with everything that just happened.
Oh my god, guys! Like, why? It's like there's nothing so weird with that.
Kiana?
Kiki.
Can you
Well,
talk-
Chandris and
Yes.
yeah, Cray. Chandris and Cray are like, listen, I'm childish. It's like there's something is super stunted with them. That's just over the top.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, Kiki.
Hey, Shandi,
Yes?
do you want to be my pen pal?
And like be soul bonded for like ever. It's just I'm not holding back anymore.
Callista, what is the point of the pen pal?
I mean, I could tell you, but that wouldn't be fun.
The last time you asked me to just trust you, all of you magicked me and it was I don't here.
But did you die?
No.
I think we got that going for us, so
I recall you asking us to trust you, and then all of a sudden we were in the Nether Sea. So I think it's just tit for tat, really. You can trust Callista. She always is awesome, and she has your best interest usually in mind. It'll be fine.
So if I trust her right now, then we're even?
For what?
You just mentioned the incident with the Nether Sea.
No. That was other stuff that we did to you.
So is the
Pat,
new
Pat,
crest?
John.
this
Pat,
has
Don't-
nothing to
don't-
do with blue glitter
Don't pat me.
or lights.
So
At me.
Callista, are you suggesting that you and I enter at a stage in our alliance where we can just trust each other or say things like "just trust me"?
Uh-huh.
So if I were to ask for you to write a name on a piece of paper that I have, you would do
Uh-huh.
it and not ask questions.
Provided that it's my name.
All right. I'll sign yours. Takes
No,
the
you
Thank
can sign
you.
your own name, silly.
signs the book and he writes Chandris and writes it down.
All right, I'm going to replace Cray with Chandris.
If it's any consolation, she had me do this. I have no idea what it's for either, but
Yeah, same here.
it didn't hurt.
No, it's very well. It's all very acceptable. And he looks down, he pulls out this paper, and he sort of looks at it for himself discreetly for a moment, and then he unfolds it and holds it out to you, and you see that it's got a bunch of strange arcane script on it. And he says, "Would you sign this for me with your name?"
Sure. Can I make an Arcana check or something, or an Insight check to try to see if I can get any vibes?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. That's a 12. It's a big 12.
You definitely don't recognize what language this is.
Okay, I'm gonna write my name and then I just give it a little kiss, so there's like a lip print next to my name.
Just before she does that, I'm going to try to snatch it out of Chandris's hand.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Sleight of hand. All right, folks, here we go.
Sleight of hand sounds ridiculous for this because it's like it's right here out in the open. How are we now going to see what Crate's doing?
Fair. What do you think? What do you think I should roll with?
Well,
That's fair.
I know. I already rolled it, but if you still wanted me to roll something else, I can.
No, it's a 19. You take the paper out of his hand before Callista can sign it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, you pull it out of his hand. He goes, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yeah, I just wanted to read it. Can you read it, Euphemian?
I'll take it. Do I recognize anything?
Roll an Arcana check.
Guidance?
You're casting guidance?
May I?
Of course you can. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm at a 27 before
damn.
adding guidance.
Hmm.
So 30 total.
Okay.
This is totally just gonna be bullshit. Like, it's literally just gonna be like the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, but in like Chandra's, what do you call it? Yeah, like the wizard spellbook code.
Okay.
Did you get my message on
Yeah,
Discord?
I'm just trying to do a thing, but it's not playing nicely with me right now for some reason. Let me try something else.
Whisper, whisper.
Yeah, whisper, whisper.
Okay,
don't
you should
let
have
the
it there
other
now.
players know.
All right.
Secrets.
I have sent you the message in Discord. And at a let's see.
30.
All right, there you go.
Okay. I'm just going to take a look at it quickly and honestly, why do you just have that on hand? I'll give it back to Callista.
I'll sign it. Swack.
Did he tell you what that is?
No.
So you have no idea what contract you just signed?
No. I told you.
I just like stealing stuff. It's fun.
He takes the scroll and he rolls it up, and he looks at Euphemian for a second.
Your audio's going
You're cutting out.
quiet again.
He sorry, it's my microphone's being weird. He rolls up. He takes the script. He rolls it up for a second, like really tightly. Ties the cloth around it while looking at Euphemian, trying to decipher Euphemian for a second. And then he looks at Callista and walks over to her and takes her hand and kisses it and says, "Pleasure to work with you."
Are we soul bonded?
Not
Like,
yet,
oh my
unfortunately.
god.
Are you feeling okay? I go to Kiki and kind of put my hand up on her. Are you like, did that like infect you with something? Because all of a sudden you're like, I think it's called valley disease or something like that. I mean, are you feeling okay?
It only affects women.
Oh, okay.
Kiana, I appreciate that you stayed out of the contract I just signed with Callista, but I have to ask you to maybe reconsider what you are contributing right now.
It's gonna be part of your mailing list of whatever shit you watch on your off time.
Callista has just ended up subscribed to every porn list. Every magical porn distro list that Chandra's knows.
Not, not deeply surprising for him. What was I gonna say?
I come home, Valis is like, why have I been getting these?
What's this about hydras and tentacles? My God.
Mimics monthly. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm going through my head, and like my mind just pivoted to Valis going, Nichols mimics monthly, Mill still looking to have an affair in your area. Centaur, wait, what was that last one?
Oh, for God's sake, Acastus.
Yeah. So,
It's for Icarus.
oh my gosh. Okay, so
Boy. Anyway,
let's.
sorry.
Sorry, I'm fixing my camera real fast.
Wildly out of control.
We've lost control of this session. So I'm gonna.
That's what we do.
So the you guys are wandering, and as you walk towards that path, you get near the field of yellow flowers. Chandris looks at it and asks, "So, shall we begin?"
It doesn't seem like we have too much of a choice. Do the flowers look unusual in any way? Like, are they just a large field, or are they...
Do they have faces?
Oh boy.
They are daffodils. They are miles and miles of daffodils. They don't seem unusual beyond that.
Alright.
Narcissus.
I would call that yes. You guys move ahead and walk to the field. And you walk and you walk. In silence for some time. As you begin to see the sunset.
We're losing you again.
Ben.
I don't know why it's doing that. As you begin to see the sunset. I need to change the sensitivity of this microphone. I'll stay closer for now. And you see this. It gets darker as you move ahead. And as you walk, Chandris looks up and says, I thought we got here earlier in the day. But at least we're not distracted at all. We can continue. Thank goodness we didn't go to that party.
There'll be other parties. Specifically the one that we asked them to throw for us once we got back.
I don't want to be soul bonded, but if I miss out on the frivolities and celebration with a group of beautiful young centaurs that I'm never going to see again, I will very sincerely question my loyalty to your ship.
Something
Man,
feels weird about time, you guys. I don't know. What do you say about that? You think it's a different time, Chandris? Maybe I should try running ahead and coming back and just see if anything's weird?
Yeah, do it.
Chandris goes, if you want, you by all means are more than welcome to do so. Let us know what you see.
Okay, so I'll take one of my turns to do movement, action, bonus action, step of the wind, and see how far out I can run.
Roll a 1d6 for me.
Uh-oh. Okay, 1d6. Let's go on to... come on, mouse! Maybe I'll put on my dog. Maybe it'll work. Nope, doesn't work any better on Livy. Here we go. 1d6? Alright, here we go. 4.
Uh-oh.
You run ahead of the group with a renewed burst of speed faster and see yourself getting closer to the tower. It's actually not as far away, especially when you're running at full speed with the agility of a monk of Kreia Rin, who outran a goddess at one point. And something in your mind points out that you could get there and explore and at least look at the tower and get back in time. But no, also you were going to check in with the group and just run ahead for a minute. It only feels maybe like 10 seconds. But like I always use the Disneyland as a piece of frame of reference. Whenever you've been pushing your body all day and then you don't actually feel it until you stop.
Mm-hmm.
When you stop and turn around, see the rest of the group, they might be that speck 2 miles away. And I need you to take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I'm tired. Yeah. Oh, they can't
No,
even
you
hear
see
me.
them. You see them out. The rest of you see Rin run, and if you make any attempt to shout or call out to them, they don't even seem to acknowledge you until they're far away in the distance. And Chandris goes,
Did he just abandon us?
I knew
It
this
doesn't seem like Ray.
would fall apart at some point. I just didn't expect that to happen here and now. But I suppose that makes me the fourth now. I can't punch people, but potentially my incredible mastery of magic and the dark arts will be able to compensate for aggressively kicking people.
Can they kind of still see me as a speck?
I think anyone with passive perception over 15 can, like 16 or higher.
Great God. Anyway.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
no.
sit down. After
All
getting
right.
so tired, I sit down. I don't know if they can see the speck. The
Yeah,
speck
no,
sitting down.
you definitely would be completely gone at that point. So what do the rest of you want to do?
Keep going, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Do we want
Right.
to increase our pace, perhaps? It seems like he's gotten ahead of us. I don't have the ability to send at the moment.
Well, he's right there. He's in the distance. He's sitting down and resting. I think he just wanted to get as far away from the rest of us as I could. He's in the daffodils now. If these are poison, that really is it for him.
He must have had a wicked fart.
Should make that into a short.
I think you should go after him.
I think we're all going after him.
We're in it enough now.
What?
Is it my microphone again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it work like this? Is this better?
No, that's when you fade away when you're far.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stay close for a while. I don't know what it's doing or why it's like that, so I'm just gonna stay close. But he just says, "All right, well then I guess we're all in for this." He walks ahead.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm going to quick ritual it, so it's just going to take me an action, but not cast a spell slot.
Okay. Okay. Well, so you cast Detect Magic. You see all across this place radiating, like if you ever see rays of sunlight pouring in from the curtains or from the window, and you see like little motes of dust caught in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put an extremely specific example. You see motes of yellow and orange and gold almost cascading over this whole area from the daffodils to the like you're breathing it in, like it's pollen or something. And it's not any of the schools that you know.
Oh,
So it's definitely something unique. To put it in other terms, to fourth wall breaking terms, as each of you knows, when you cast Detect Magic in Curse of Strahd, you might get colors that don't correspond with the schools if the magic is tied to someone unique, such as Strahd. So I will tell you now that this, what was it? What this would be is there is a specific source of what's happening here, and it's not one of the schools.
Hmm.
Am I still cutting out? It says I'm cutting. I don't know why. I'm gonna unplug and plug it back in. Wait, oh no, wait, no. Did I fix it? Have I fixed all the internet? Um,
Well, we can hear you. We'll just have to see what happens as you talk.
okay. I'm gonna try to adjust the sensitivity in a minute. So, yeah, this whole area is awash in magic.
Whatever's going on, there seems to be something in the air here. I don't know
Is
if
it love?
it's... I don't think that usually picks up on detect magic.
I'd like to.
Sorry.
If I was there, Callista. I mean, I would have said something to like, "Well, that's not what Cupid's bow thinks."
It might be best to just have some kind of mask, just to try to avoid the worst of whatever's happening. I don't know if it would necessarily stop it, but if whatever's bound to pollen in the air or what have you, it might
Sure.
give us some kind of advantage.
We are playing charades.
Yep.
D&D charade.
If
One
I give you
word.
if I give you a signal, my microphone's
Hey.
not my head sound's not working because I tried to fix it and I think I regret that now. So you want to make masks, is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. In that case, what would that be? I'm gonna say survival check.
Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2
Where's the
before
four?
guidance. That's a
Yeah,
3
well-
after guidance.
Wasn't it like
Yeah,
the blessing? Who's the blessing?
What would you make masks out of here?
I was thinking probably some of my clothing.
I missed that. What was that?
I was thinking some of my clothing.
Okay.
Woohoo, take it off!
You go through and yeah, you
Oh, we've lost you, Ben.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I tried to fix it. If you can't hear me, I can't hear me either. It's
Hear you.
doing a
Oh.
thing. It's doing a thing where it's like resetting all of my audio. So anytime you can't hear me, I can't hear you either.
Oh,
We can
okay.
hear you.
Oh.
We can hear you now. It's great.
No,
can
no, I
hear
know,
you.
I know. But just if I give you a signal, I can't hear you and you can't hear me. Like it's completely kaput.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix that because I don't want that to happen again. I chose a bad time to address this. You try to make your masks with the cloth, and I think pretty quickly you realize that like these aren't going to keep anything out at all. Like it's not going to be effective in the slightest. Like it is a nice sentiment, but it is not going to do a damn thing.
Why did I have to choose only clothing with a loose weave?
Because it's hot.
Question for the ages.
If I have a set of fine clothes, would that mean that the thread count is higher? That'd be better because it's better quality.
I don't think you guys will be able to make effective masks for this, especially out of one.
Dunk it in water, put it on her face. It's good in movies.
That is fair. I can't contest that I can't refute that it's good in movies.
D&D confirms masks don't work.
Yeah, that's all I want to be taken away. That's all I
Only when
want
you-
the takeaway from my campaign to be. If there's one takeaway from any of my streams, it's to not trust masks at all. So what was I gonna say? Can you guys hear me better now?
Yes.
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 Can you hear me if I do this? Can I talk like
Yeah.
this? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, then I think I fixed it. I made it more sensitive. I made the microphone more sensitive so I can pick up more things.
Just like my soul.
Yeah, I was
Feelings.
The masks will not work. I will tell you now to get back on track, and I'm sorry for my own distractions, that if you go ahead here, you will continue to be subject to this magic. Short of a magical way of refuting this, I don't know the spell list, but some kind of counterspelly thing. You are just going to be subject to this magic on the way there.
Okay. I'm still gonna wear it if he made enough for me to have one.
Okay.
Shit, no. I was gonna say I've got my gust of wind, but that's only for 60 feet long. We've got to go for 16.4 kilometers. Still.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount.
Shit.
What do I say? And he and Chandris would say, "Oh, I don't think I have anything for this. I could possibly try to fly us over, but well, let me think." He pulls out, looks through his book. He goes, "I can allow one of us to fly over."
Does it look like there's a ceiling to this effect, or is it just like everywhere?
It goes up a few stories, like 5 stories.
It wouldn't be the
stories,
same
eight
type of.
stories. I gave you a specific
Oh,
number that time.
Breaking your own rules, man.
You know when I had gone and done the recon around the island real quick with Starlight, and you said that it always seemed, no matter how high I went, that the tower would seem higher. That would be part of that effect of this.
Yeah, that seems like that would probably fold in with that. Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess I'll relay that to Chandris. Since we have no voice of God telling us it's 5 or 8 or however many stories high.
No way to know. Chandris says, "All right, well, we can't fly then. Well, we came this far, and you're all."
Do you still have starlights there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Starlight would be here.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, you'd have a Pegasus with you. She's been here the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Could Callista go for a ride with you?
And you want us to try to fly ahead?
I have my own plan.
Okay. So what is it you want me to do with Callista and Starlight?
Well, we're going to fly ahead, try to catch up to Cray.
So I just aim for Cray?
If we can, yes.
Chandris goes, "You do this just trust me thing a lot in this group, don't you?"
I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself. And I'm going to turn myself into a giant raven.
That's cool.
Chandra steps back. Just, oh. So
That's why we just trust him.
those two are with.
It's full. He's full of surprises.
You probably should go. Actually, you should probably go ahead of there.
Oh, Chandi! As I get on Starlight, and I'll pull up Callista with me.
When you get on there, you become aware that this place, having a distorted concept of time, could take minutes, seconds, or days to get to the other side. And you're also aware that Starlight would be willing to take you that entire distance in time without getting tired. Is that something you want of Starlight?
Well, we just want to get to Cray first.
Okay.
One thing at a time. So yeah, we're gonna go for the spec that is Cray.
Okay. You head off to Cray. And as you fly off, Chandras turns to Raven, Euphemian, and says, "So I suppose you're to carry me now."
I'm going to sort of preen some of my feathers and lower myself down to allow him to climb onto my back.
Oh, I love it.
Very kind of you. He walks over, he goes, "Very kind of good vision for a bird." He strokes the side of the bird because you did a good job with this spell. And he climbs. Fair. He climbs on top of you. It says,
Ooh.
never imagined it'd be like this, but all right. And holds on tight. Are you
All right.
flying after them?
I am.
Tammy, I need you to roll a 1d3.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Uh, 1d3.
Mhm.
A 2.
Okay. Reed, I need you to roll a 1d3.
Okay. Also a 2.
All right. So average of
Convenient.
2 and 2. Average of 2 and 2. Jen, I need you to take 2 days off the pillow.
2 days off of the pillow? Okay, here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. 25.
After what seems like days, each of you catches up to Krearen, who, as far as he can tell, has only seen you gone for an hour. Frey, it's been an hour while you waited for your friends to catch up from the 5-minute walk you were on. As you see them draw close in the distance.
Guys, I'm so tired, man. It's like, I don't know what happened.
As you watch, and the two of them catch up to you, followed by Chandras on a giant raven.
Who the living... Where's Euphemian?
Oh no, it's Euphemian. He's trying something different.
Okay.
It's a good look, actually. Although I'm
So-
surprised he was able to hold the magic for this long.
Just Allison question, and hopefully this doesn't fuck with anything, but so the time dilation doesn't have an effect on Euphemian's time-based spell?
No.
Okay, that's useful info.
Mm-hmm. Time is however the fuck I want to present it while you're in the daffodil fields.
Jen, what's that red and yellow thing beside you behind that pillow?
That looks like a
Oh.
lobster.
Yeah, it was a lobster. I'm just using it to kind of...
Good. I played Who's That Pokemon every Saturday and it paid off.
And it just helps to hold the pillow
Keep
in
it
place.
straight.
Yeah, where it
Okay.
needs to be. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't think the lobster would be showing its face or claws, but it did. But yeah, I mean, when they come up, I'm like, oh man, that hour sucked. I'm still so tired. Ugh.
And each of you besides Krearen, your body tells you that it's been like less than a minute. Like you barely feel your body heating up, from like adrenaline. But you also did watch the sun rise and set twice in that time.
I'm gonna take out my tome, my scroll tome thing, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna write in there ascending to Bulldog, and I'm gonna say, hey babe, how's everything on the ship? Is everyone doing okay? What day is it? Time's doing a weird thing out here. I miss you.
Was that 25 words?
That was exactly 25 words.
He goes, "Hey, I miss you too. I know it's only been a couple of hours, but I hope I want to see you again. Don't let Chandras be a jerk. Chandras is a jerk. I miss you." I don't know if that's 25 words, but I'm sticking with it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to time dilation, all you hear is
That's fair.
For the
I sh-
AOL noise.
I should have gone with that. I should have gone with that.
All right, I will report back to everybody that it's only been a couple of hours for everyone on the ship.
Oh.
Are you guys okay?
Jen, hold on. Jen, you're at you've been taking a short rest, so you can have your short rest because you've been resting for this long hour that it took them to get here.
Mhm.
The 4 of you, which is say the 3 of you and Chandris, have not stopped moving in 2 days, so I need each of you to take 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Can you have 4 levels so that I can get greater restoration, please?
Wait, are you at 4 levels of exhaustion?
No. Can we level up 4 more times so that I can take greater restoration?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay. Oh man, that sucks.
Ugh.
Tire raven noises.
If the if the aids if it hasn't been 8 hours it's magic wise, then just a reminder that Euphemia, Cray, and Chandris have an extra 5 hit points.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. I don't know. It's been 2 days. Is that still on or off? Because I took it off thinking.
For what thing gives hit points? What is the specific game?
It's the spell aid. It's
from you?
From me when we got
Oh,
here.
then it's gone. It's been 2 days. If it was coming from Cray, then it's only been an hour, but it's coming from you, so it's been 2 days.
Okay, I was just asking because of the Euphemia. Anyway, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, because I can only polymorph for an hour.
You're right. You still have aid. That's fair. You still have aid going.
It's 5. That's like not even.
What's time? It's just a weird soup.
I appreciate that.
So, what was I gonna say? So, Chandra just goes, I do not know what's happening here, but I don't think that I want to turn back at this point. What do the rest of you say?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Let's stick together. I don't think we should separate.
I'm so sorry.
Again.
You're already so much faster than we are.
Yeah, stop taking off, you little shit.
I thought I was just gonna scout it out, and I got really tired, so I laid down. Okay, wait, I'm being confused here. You guys aren't telling me what's going on here. Like, am I missing something? Are you guys like tired?
Chandra says,
I've been freaking awake for 2 days to get to you.
2 days?
It took us 2 days to get to you, and you clearly haven't rested. You're clearly fine, so either you don't sleep, or it's this field.
It's only been an hour, guys.
Okay, so this field is just different for you.
Oh, must be nice to only be fucking tired for an hour. 2 days. Poor freaking Starlight. Euphemia's been flapping for 2 days with Chandris on his back. Just imagine hearing everything you were saying this whole damn time.
I have been sitting on a giant fucking bird for 2 days. Euphemian doesn't smell good whenever he's... Okay, well, he smells great whenever he's human, but right now, it's been a lot.
Do we, like, rest then? Or do we keep going?
We get the hell out of this field.
Yeah.
Okay, walk backwards or just go as fast as we can?
Why would that solve anything? Why would walking backwards solve anything?
Because you're not really seeing it. I don't know.
Logic again.
I'm obsessed
You're supposed to be the most awake of us. If you're the decision maker, then I hope one of you has a sword right now.
Listen, if the boat's on one side of the dock People will get confused if it's on the other side of the dock. I'm just saying. This could be the same thing. When you're like walking backwards, gives you 2.5
Shut up.
seconds.
Shut
Okay,
up.
fine.
We can just sneak up on the tower.
Stop talking.
Ah! Okay, let's go walk.
Yeah.
Chandris is very mad when he's tired.
Shocking. This is shocking. He's mad when he's not tired. Well, my speed is 15 feet.
Holy shit. If
Oh,
I
I'm down to
carry you, it would still
40?
be faster.
Yeah.
Do you carry all of us?
I really tried to think of what Chandris, too tired to be clever, would be like, and I was just like, okay. Yeah, if you want to carry us, Chandris goes, yeah, let's just get back to the tower. Let's go. Really
How-
glad you all brought me along with this adventure.
How
Oh,
close?
we're happy to freaking have you with us as well. Trust me.
How close does the tower look right now? Like, percentage-wise, like how much closer are we?
I would say
Please tell us we are closer.
We're further away.
16.08 kilometers.
That's still
I think it
another
was
10 miles.
0.4.
So it doesn't look like we've got
Ro-
any closer.
Roll. I want each of
We'll
you to
go
roll
for miles.
I want each of you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I get
Sorry.
my
see?
Sorry, perception?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Natural 1.
Oh my goodness.
And I rolled a
27.
1 on my guidance die.
But it was a 14.
Oh shit, it would have been a natural 20 for me, but I got an 18 for my perception because I'm normally advantage, but I'm at disadvantage, so it was a straight roll, so it's an 18.
And an
Yeah, same with me. I
18.
would have been a plus 20, would have been 27, but at disadvantage, I'm 14.
Yeah, but mine was
yeah.
a nat 20.
Yeah, so it was
That's more
mine.
important.
Yeah, so it was
No,
mine.
it wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't green.
It was a nat 20. I don't know why it's not green, but it was nat 20.
Weird. Okay.
Okay.
It's
All
like we're
of you
really
look
tired.
around. All of you look around, and Cray wasn't exhausted, so you would actually Cray's wouldn't be a disadvantage.
No, because
bottom.
I had one exhaustion point.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I'm still alternate form, so I have advantage on keen sight, but it brings it to an even roll.
What was I gonna say? All of you look around, and you see that the tower is just exactly as far away as it was before. Kinky, you look back, and you see that you've actually covered a significant distance from where you started. So you actually are further.
It looks like we covered a lot of fucking ground, but
And-
I really can't tell.
And
For sure.
you know that with the magic that Callista had with the voice from Bullbug, some of this is real and some of this isn't. So you actually can deduce that you have made a significant amount of progress. That does completely count, but it's hard to say how much further you have to go.
Do we have enough rations and food for everybody? Like, I mean, we all brought our backpacks, right? Like, we're all good.
I didn't, John, because I didn't bring food. I wasn't packing for a picnic. We were going to an island.
Okay, I'm just gonna shove some jerky in his mouth. So I still have my
Oh man, I
ration.
wish you could talk right now, Euphemian. What's that saying? A lack of planning on your part. Fuck.
Will he
What
let
the
me go and
hell?
get some food in you, Chandris? It'll be fine. Here's some water.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
hop
The
over
water
and I'm
skin.
going to groom through Kiki's hair.
This is so weird.
This is the weirdest episode we've ever done.
Okay, wait.
Does
Clarity,
Starlight?
Are you a
What?
giant raven with a dragon strapped to your
Arcades
Like-
isn't here.
on the boat? Okay.
I mean, your dragon's with you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It means with us.
So does that technically mean you've had 2 days with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, after giving some food to Chandris and some water to, especially the raven, because Euphemian is a raven, but is still Euphemian, would Starlight allow Euphemian to get close enough to, like,
No.
get food off of her hair?
No. Starlight purely sees the soul of things. That's not trickable.
Oh.
I do have a question out of character, out of game here. Ali, you said that your speed was down. Where did you see that it went down?
Oh, so if you look at what the under conditions, if you click the
Yeah.
drop down next to exhaustion and then you scroll down, you can see the chart and it'll tell you level 2 is speed halved.
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't see that. I didn't pay attention to scroll down or to pull down. Thank you. Wow. Oh
All
my
good.
God, 20 feet.
I was at level 2 like 3 days ago, so.
Okay, thank you.
Technically, I have a speed of 5 feet right now.
As the bird?
Yeah, it's only when I'm flying that my speed.
So funny.
That is fantastic. So what is the call from the group? What do you guys want to do? Take a
Let's
rest, move ahead.
I vote keep going.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, it looks like we made good progress. I don't know how much more, but we did make quite an advancement, so I think we just keep trucking forward.
John, just because
This is
I'm not giving up here. At least if I'm going, tell him I said something smart, and he just walks ahead. Euphemian, are you going along too?
We'll tell everybody he wanted to get soul bonded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
If
found his
everybody
soulmate.
is walking off, then I will untransform and continue walking with the group because I can't keep up otherwise.
No, it'd be like walking with a kid that doesn't want to step on a crack. There's like one little footstep. It's like, come on.
So you guys move ahead. Oh, is it? You guys move ahead.
Geez.
The rest of these 81.524 furlongs.
Oh my God!
And
please
as
stop.
you step ahead, heads bowed in that sort of exhausted way where you're just like, and as soon as you do,
Family's mom?
Kiki, what was that?
Oh, she just got us a moment's rest.
Oh, that's so sweet. As you guys move ahead, Kiki, your hand touches the side of the building. And you look up and you guys are look back and you guys are the correct distance from where you started. Like the mileage of the daffodils and everything looks exactly the same. Correct. You are back here and the sun is bright. And you can see, I think the dryad miles away, and you hear Bulbug's message play again in your head, Callista.
Oh shit.
I want each of you to roll a nature check.
Can I give us a guidance?
Disadvantaged?
Sure, guidance.
Is this all disadvantaged still, or?
Yeah, you're exhausted. It's disadvantage.
That's an 11 for Kiki.
13 for me.
I can't tell. 13.
13.
You look around And it seems like time has reset itself now that you've made your way here. In fact, it seems to have actually reset itself with Callista. Callista, you had 2 rolls. What was your first roll?
My first roll was 18. Before my disadvantage was 18 plus 1, so 19 total.
I'm going to give you the 18 for a moment because hearing Bullbug's message, you realize the time is resetting to the moment before you guys set off there.
Okay.
Jen, go ahead and put 27 back on the pillow.
Oh my god.
And for a moment you think, okay, was that all a dream? But then your body aches as you turn to the tower, and that part was not. Each of you can keep your level of exhaustion. The physical work, the physical travel that you all put in really happened. The passage of time did not. Time weirdness.
Time is a weird soup.
And you see a single door at the bottom of this 8-story tall tower open, and you see, how would I describe it? You see a large room with a staircase leading up, and then one room that goes, you see a large room with staircase going up, one door that goes off to another room on the side, which the tower couldn't possibly have space for. It's a very bigger on the inside type thing. But the actual base of the tower, the base room, is just empty, besides that door and that staircase. But you are here. Chandris goes, okay, so we go in now, right? We're done with whatever this fuckery was?
I hope so.
Guess so.
All right, well then. And
Tommy,
who's
you're
going in
muted.
first? Who's going in first?
I'll go in first.
All right, you go in, and the rest of you watch Callista as she walks in, and you see the room. What's that? Oh, you go knock knock. You say that, and it echoes through the whole building, and you see up the staircase going up and up and up. 8 stories, one spiral staircase with no rail or anything, and then alongside large glass windows, like one every story, all the way up, and then you see the other room attached to the back, and you hear this voice go, "Who is it?"
Callista?
Callista who?
I don't have a last name.
I don't get it. And you see this small boy, maybe like 7, walk out in like this small dirty tunic from the other room, and he goes, "Hi." He goes, "Hi. Are you
Hi.
here to be our friend?"
I don't know. I think so. I'm gonna
I don't
look
know.
back at everybody else.
You look back and you see a brick wall.
What the Can they see me?
They all see you. They see that you're talking to someone, but you can't see them. That's my favorite reaction of the night.
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Leander.
Hi, Leander.
Hi, Callista. I don't have a last name.
Do you know what happened to the Do you know what happened to the door that I came through?
What door?
You know, I don't see it either.
Can we
You see
hear her?
back-
Yeah, you guys on your side, you're completely unhindered. You can hear and see all of this.
Can you hear us, Callista?
Can I hear? I can hear them.
No.
No. Okay.
If I reach my hand through like over the threshold, like to touch her on the arm, because to me the door is open. She's standing right there, right?
It's an archway. It's not a door, really. But yeah, if you reach through, I guess you would see your hand reach through. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Callista. I'll grab her, like I'll touch her on the side of the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
The little boy steps back, like terrified.
That's right, because it's a blue hand too.
That's weird.
I think we're okay. I think this is my friend's hand. Kiki?
Okay. You can't hear her.
Yeah, we're right here. What's going on? I'll sort of step forward.
Are you stepping through the archway?
Slightly.
Okay, you step through and you can see, your head peeks in a little bit and you can see, and Callista can see you now.
Kiki, hi. You're in a wall.
Hi, wall lady.
Huh? What?
This is Leander.
I'm Leander.
Hi, Leander.
And he walks and holds
I'm
out his hand.
confused.
Me too.
Could
you, how did you get through the wall?
There is no wall. You were standing in an open doorway.
No, there's a wall. And Leander walks over to the archway, and you guys all see him, and he goes, "There's a wall. See?" And he puts, and what is it? Chandris, Krarin, and Euphemian all see this small child put his hand, almost pantomiming, on nothing.
If I go next to him, is it the same for me?
Yep. Solid brick wall.
And am I still half and half?
Yes. Yes.
Worrisome.
Can you walk back out, Kiki?
I'm gonna pull back.
No, you're not.
Oh shit!
You are.
I'm stuck.
You are. If you try to do anything that is basically moving backwards, it feels like you're sealed into the wall. Moving forward is as easy as gliding through air, but when you try to go back, it feels like you've been bricked into the wall. You are either moving forward or dying here. Those are your two options.
So what do we see on our side?
You see Kiki standing there just in the open air, not moving.
Problems, Kiki.
Kiki?
I'm gonna tap her on the back.
You feel that, Kiki, but you can't hear them.
I'm gonna desperately try to grab
you see this other arm. You see Kiki's other arm reaching towards you desperately, not making a sound.
Okay.
Could
I grab
it?
her arm and pull her back?
Make a strength check.
Oh, good. I'm really
if
good
I'm
at
helping,
those.
Can I give advantage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you give advantage.
So great roll because of nothing.
The speed with which he agrees to this.
All right, Tammy, you take 28 points.
11.
That's with advantage?
Well, I mean, it's a
it'd be
straight
neutral.
roll because I'm...
Advantage, that's right, yes.
11. Kiki, make an athletics check.
So still disadvantage. So that's going to be a 12.
You manage to pull back as you feel a force trying to snap your arm off. But you manage to resist and pull back. Let's make no bones about it. With how the wall works, the only physics play out of you, Fabian, just pulling your arm with all of his strength while your arm does not move.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's basically trying to rip it out of its socket is how it comes across.
I mean, all of Euphemian's strength is not fantastic.
No, and that's why she still has that's why she still has an arm.
I think they're gonna have to come in here. I don't think. I mean, unless we want to split up, but that didn't work so well last time.
Andy goes, "Oh, you have friends?
Yeah.
I like friends. I make new friends all the time. Just make sure that they're nice."
Oh, most of them are nice. But
oh no. They have to all be nice.
Okay. And then I'll just call out because Kiki told me she could hear me, right?
Yeah, Kiki can hear because her face is on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I just mean did you communicate to me? Okay. Did you hear that, friends? You all have to be nice.
John just goes, "You have my words, small child."
I don't think they can hear you.
That's better.
What do you think of all this, Chandris? Have you ever seen anything like this? Should we be? This is a trap.
As this is happening here, I'm gonna be just kind of like I guess I'll have kind of like slapped Euphemian when he tried pulling my arm off, and I'm like, just wait.
That's
Um,
universal language over common, celestial, Triton. Everybody knows that signal. But
Chandris, you guys,
yeah,
when you ask Craven, when you ask Chandris if he's ever seen anything like this, he says, "Dear Craven, I lived for years on a barge in an island on a sea of primordial chaos, ruled by a titan of dream logic. I have seen things so much stranger than this. This is not something I have seen, but I have seen stranger than this, and I will tell
okay.
you." Right? You asked me a
Everything okay?
question. You asked me.
Yeah.
You asked me. Can I talk?
Uh-huh.
I have not slept in 2 days. Let me talk.
Okay.
What I'm telling you right now is that you need to accept this thing, whatever it is, and take it on its own terms. Because you're not going to outsmart it, because it's not smart, it just is. You just need to take it on its own terms and move with it. So whatever's happening here, whatever strangeness you see, you just need to accept it as the truth and then add on to it. If you just refute it, well, I don't know what's going on with Kiki, but she can't be having fun.
At the same time, I'll be saying, Leander, do you have a back
Hi,
door?
I'm Lander. No, we don't have doors.
So
What's that?
we can't get back out?
Callista, you point to the archway going to the other room.
Mhm.
But there's no like open shut door and there's no door out of the building.
Oh.
So there's an
Okay.
archway.
Close. Oh, okay.
There's an archway, but there's literally no door.
That's on me.
Because
And then there's only the way up after
Yeah.
in those stairs.
because you can go up the
So do
stairs, but they're difficult and you fall.
Oh,
I went up there once a long time ago and it was weird
more
and
exercise.
she didn't like me. So
How'd you get here?
I don't know. I think that I remember that I wanted something really shiny and I decided to go and ask her and she got really mad at me. And that was this. What's a century? She tells me that she says that it's centuries, but I don't. Is that like longer than a week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then that.
Okay.
Then I guess we have no point or no choice, but we should all get in here because obviously we need to go talk to the Euphemia needs to talk to the witch. So I guess I'll tell them to come on in. So I'll just
Beckon.
I'll beckon them, and then I will step right through and kind of move out of the doorway so that they can see to come in.
Is
And have
this
room.
the only obvious entryway on the outside of this tower?
Yes.
Are you trying to do like the Hags windmill thing?
So is the Pegasus through then too? And the dragon?
She
My
can
dragon.
go. Starlight can go back to the Dryad, or she could just poof wherever she waits in the meantime. I'm not bringing her in with me, no.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I can't say that. I've thought that to her.
Yeah, about to say you telepathically communicate with Starlight. That's easy to have her wait back. Yeah. And you tell her. I think Starlight. Are you telling her to go back to the Dryad?
I will tell her to wait out here for us. Unless there's danger, then she can take off, and I will call her when we get back out.
And that way that you know Starlight, you know she's going to be circling the tower. So, show of hands, who's going in?
Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to eat.
I'm
2 days.
going to go in, but I'm going to leave a spool of rope outside
Okay.
And I'm going to walk in holding one end of it.
Okay. You walk through, and when you get to the other side, Kiki, you went all the way through, right? When you get
Yes.
through the other side, you see what I've been describing. But you also see the rope going the going solidly into the wall, like it's like built into the wall, basically. Chandris looks at Cray and goes, "All right, well, if they're onto something, they're onto something, and if they're dead, then we're probably not even safe to turn around at this point. So either way." And he
As he goes in, I kind of just shove him in.
he stumbles through,
I'm
and
going to
he
catch him on the other side.
You catch him, and he just goes. He looks up at Chief and goes, "Thank you."
And I pop through.
He turns to Cray and goes, "Not entirely fucking necessary." And Leander goes,
Yeah. Nice, Chandris.
"Okay, I will be nice. Will other people be nice to me?"
We're always
I'm
nice
always-
to you, Chandri. Leander, this is Chandi. Wait, I didn't hear that. Hey, small child, this is Chandi.
Hi, Chandi. I'm Leander. And Chandris goes, "Hello, Leander. It is a pleasure to meet you." He goes, "And would I assume that you are a king or a prince or a servant here?" And he goes, "I'm Leander." And he goes, "Okay. Um, all
He's
right."
been here for over a century.
What'd you say?
He's been here for over a century.
Chandris goes, "Okay, well."
Disappointing.
And he points out to the daffodils. What'd you say? I missed
Clear
that.
the head by a
Sorry,
century.
it's just a Canadianism.
And Chandra goes, "Okay, well, so times out there is weird. Okay, so Lotus Witch is doing this.
Hmm.
Leander? Yeah, that's me. Hi." He goes, "Leander, do you have a group of friends that you came here with at some point?" Leander goes, "Yeah. Yeah, I had some friends. They're still here. Some of them are real quiet, but they're here." And
No.
he goes, "And if I had to venture a guess, were you all here together seeking different things, perhaps wanting to know something?" And Leander goes, "I wanted something shiny, but my friend wanted to ask her a question, and I don't remember what it is now." And he goes, "Okay, so you went up to go ask for these things, and now you're down here." And he goes, "Mm-hmm." Orange goes, "Okay." And he turns to all the four of you and goes,
Be careful what you wish for.
"I don't think so. I mean, maybe, possibly. But also the centaurs are scorpions. The daffodils are weird time. I think that she doesn't like guests, but she has them. The staircase is here. Someone who could change things as much could just make sure that we couldn't get up to her. So I'm guessing that if you go up and talk to her, you need to make sure that you don't screw it up. And I don't think she has a big sense of humor about it. Which would make her the opposite of my Titan Lotheria. But she's been here for a century, and they're a child, and they're in this place with the daffodils. Yeah, I'm guessing that she can change how time works for any one person. Well,
If that's the case, then perhaps we might want to rest.
Yeah, Leander, is there like a
Oh.
bedroom or like a series of rooms or like somewhere we could sleep here? We could have sleepover.
you can sleep in the other room. It's where we all sleep.
Okay.
And he walks over to the room. Those of you that follow see this very large room that's basically got a huge table in the middle, round circular wooden table, where a bunch of kids are like laying out daffodils and laying out their feathers and pressing them. And then you see a bunch of basically wooden beds all along the walls that are kid sized. And you see in the far right corner of the room a large pile of weapons and gear and clothes of adventurers from over a very long period of time. And he goes, "Come on, you can rest here. You can sleep. I don't know, maybe on the floor if you're too big, but you can sleep here. You can grab some of those blankets over there." And he points at the pile of adventurers' clothes. Because you can use those. And Chandris goes, "We can sleep here if you want, Euphemian, but just a word. If she can change how time works, I'm not really sure we want to spend hours here resting. It's your call, of course. I defer to you, O wise one. But it's just a thought."
I mean, you're the one who said that we should be like not rude and not have a sense of humor about it. And I feel like if we don't sleep, you're just going to keep being snippy.
I don't know why you'd ever think that I'd ever be snippy. I am nothing but kind to you.
On the other hand, I'm so tired I can hardly see straight. I don't know if that's the kind of situation that we want to present ourselves.
All right. That's my advice, but let's sleep here then.
Shall we
And
keep
Sean.
watch?
Sure, I don't have to sleep.
I only need 4 hours, so.
All right.
I can
Sean.
create a dome of protection, not that I would imagine it's going to do too much against whatever magic she has, but it will at least keep the outside out and the inside in.
That's a start. What was it? That's a start. And he goes and he lays down, and Chandris goes, "I'm gonna get some rest, because if this place really does operate outside of logic, I might have I might have a lot to help out here, so I'm gonna want my faculties about me."
Hey, good night.
Yeah, good
Ooh.
night. Sweet dreams,
then I-
Crayrin. What's up? What's up?
Oh, mechanical question. Normally I don't have to sleep to get 8 hours. Would that still be the case for exhaustion, or would I need to actually like go to sleep?
Um,
That's kind of just your
finishing
call.
a long rest. Oh no, finishing a long rest does it. So yeah, that's fine. Whatever long rest is for you works. Yeah. Chandris goes down. Chandris is snoring immediately.
Has anyone else drawn his face?
You guys, I have nothing to say to that.
I'm not in the mood for pranks right now, quite honestly.
Fair enough.
I'll bring up the dome. I'll cast that
Mhm.
as a ritual. And then I'll collapse on one of the beds.
Lovely. Show of hands, who's just settling in for a rest. I mean, assume keeping watch is part of that.
Yeah.
So, Allie, did you want to do something, or?
One last thing before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of like settle in up against Chandris, but not like laying down, just kind of leaning. And then I'm gonna write again in my book. I'm just gonna write to Bullbug, and again, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, babe, we're gonna sleep here because we're all pretty beat. Feels like it's been like 2 days for us. So, stay safe. I miss you."
Let me see. He says, I miss you too. Get a lot of rest. I don't know what's going on there, but if it's weird, so we'll need you. Sweet dreams. And you all begin your rest. 7, 8 stories above is an archive of answers. The truth in 1,000 truths. And between here and there is very sincerely, very literally, an infinity. And we begin that climb tomorrow. So let's go to our 15-minute break. And I'll see you guys very soon.
All right. Back in a bit.
You see you all in a bit, everybody. We are
Let's
back.
go.
That is offensive to Italians. Okay, so we are back to roll for bowl, and we have our heroes.
Wait, there's a picture of a baby Arcades in Discord.
Oh, well, hold on. Everybody stop what they're doing. Everybody stop what the fuck they're doing.
Bitch.
Oh my gosh, did you stitch on Arcades? Is that a Fatima original on Arcades?
Cute. That's adorable.
That is the cutest freaking thing.
Now you gotta do
That
one
is-
for Ismeen.
Oh my
Fatima, Fatima,
And then Starlight.
Fatima, listen to me. Look in my eyes, Fatima, with your lack of camera. Look in my eyes. You can give inspiration to one person that you want to, just once. Okay? You just get to call out
would
donate
it
one
be
inspiration.
Arcades' is daddy?
Possibly.
Wow, that's
Who's the
so
only one who
awesome.
can call Euphemian daddy? Cray.
He said yet. He
I got
said
about 10
yet.
characters that can. So
Oh.
by the way, I wanted to say, I just actually closed my door. I wanted to say I really enjoyed Chantress just telling Cray to shut up without any wit or cleverness, because I don't think I'm ever gonna have that happen in the campaign again. Fatima, just whenever it feels right.
It's funny that that Cray was just like, "Oh, Chandi, you're just so irritable," and he's like, "I wonder if that's how I'm like."
Yeah.
But, like whenever
Yeah.
I'm irritable. Oh well, I do it all the time. He only does it when he's hangry.
That's fair. So what was I gonna say? So what was I gonna say? There, yeah, bear in mind for a second delay. That's fair. So yeah, you guys awake the next morning, and some of the kids are already pressing daffodils. I think you'd see that some of that there's now another door. Now, you see some of the kids walking in and out of some of the brick wall on the back, going through an archway outside that you clearly cannot perceive. And some of them are walking back with daffodils in their hands, full of daffodils. But all of them seem to have started to ignore you. It is your morning, what you'd like to do.
Well, I suppose the first thing that I'm going to do is have a nice light breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, get some food out. I'll share with Chandris if he's not equipped to have some reserves.
Chandris is just immediately going to sit down and assume that you're serving him food. And it's less like a entitlement thing per se, as I am too tired and cranky to negotiate for this, so just fucking hand me the rolls already. Is kind of where his mindset is.
I'm gonna pull out one bottle of Lutheria's wine that I still have in my bag here.
Hell yeah.
Since we kind of want to ration the water, so.
Mhm.
Oh, that'll be good. Let's go in drunk.
Oh.
One bottle between all of us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe there's some lightweights here.
We're
Cray.
eating as well.
Cray.
I want
Oh,
to
gosh.
like stretch your legs and kind of take a lap.
Mhm. Okay. You go around, stretch your legs, get ready for the morning. I think Chandris is going to have some food and then just immediately stop and just, after he has some food, just stop and go into prayer and meditation, honoring Lutheria, everyone's favorite Titan.
When he gets quiet, I'm gonna pick now to write in my book.
What are you going to write in your book?
I'm just gonna write a sending to him that's just like, "Hey, Shondi, so this is what I can do now. Anywhere you go, I can get in touch with you." Isn't that fun and exciting?
Cray's doing burpees just to piss.
Please
Chondi
do it
off.
in the Valley voice.
Like right in front of Chandris while this is happening, just doing burpees.
You do that to Chandris, Callista, and you do that, and Chandris just stands up and he goes, "I chose to come here and lend my expertise, and I told you all, and you all told me not to be angry or rude, so I won't be angry or rude. But I'd really just like 5 minutes of peace. That would be nice." We are going to a place where the logic of this place is going to get weirder. So I'm going to try and help everybody out, because I think that our fates are bound together. Right now, I would tell you what I think of some of you, but there are more children present than I'm used to. So please do me a favor. Imagine what I think of you. Add a few words that I wouldn't say, and then quietly think it to yourself. If that's okay.
Chondi, you ever had like siblings or anything? Or like a
Yeah.
family?
2 siblings. Why?
This is what it's like.
Is
to the
it?
family.
Have the first drink out of this wine. I think you deserve it.
He takes the drink. Drinks the wine. Goes, "Yeah, you are definitely closer to the sibling experience than I'm used to. And it's deeply frustrating to know that you're nicer."
I just continue doing burpees in front of him.
God damn, Cray, you make me sick first thing in the morning. Seriously.
Can we
Listen.
go? Can we go?
Listen, these guns won't, they won't show themselves, like, come on.
Those are nice.
Thank you.
Some of us just are built for this. I don't even have to work at this.
I was gonna
I
say
just
like
like
a
to hit
truck, but there's
things.
no such thing as a truck. Like a chariot?
I'm gonna
Just
just
like a
lean over to Callista. What's a gun?
Didn't tell you.
Cray, listen, I'm sleep deprived, so I'm just gonna ask you something directly. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you been flirting with me?
I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how to read you. I think that you are angry. Stop that. I think that you're angry, and I think that you push people away. But
Yeah.
I think that when you push them away, it's your version of trying to pull them closer because you're not very bright.
It kind of sometimes works out that way, kind of not. I think I'm warmed up. Let's go hang out and do stuff upstairs. I mean, with the witch.
Oh, that's a
Let's do
battle
it.
cry. Let's go.
I'm entirely too tired for any of this.
Because
Before we
Cray's
leave-
like fine, right? There's no more
Hmm.
active
Yeah.
conditions on him. He's fine. Okay.
I hate it. Can I, before we go, can I lean down to the kids and just be like, "Hey, quick question.
One of them goes, "Yeah."
Would any of you happen to be named Euphemian?"
They look at each other and go, "No. I don't think so." And one of them goes, I could be Euphemian."
Oh, that's okay. I thought I'd ask. Just checking in. Do you guys need anything before we go? I feel like you guys have been good hosts, but we haven't really done anything. Thanks.
Can maybe a new pillow?
I don't think I have one of those.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm just gonna check to see if like, would that be like part of my like sleeping roll or bedroll or whatever?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I'll give my pillow from my bedroll to them and hope that it's better than whatever they've got.
You give one, and one of them's really excited, runs off with it. Yes, perfect. Excellent. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're down here?
Would we have had a chance? I suppose I should check through the adventuring gear, just to see if there's anything that looks like it would be, immediately useful to us.
In what regard?
Just sort of the kinds of things, like nothing mundane, no, swords, armor, that sort of thing, because we're kind of stocked up on that. But if there's potions or anything that looks magical.
Okay, so you're talking about the gear that the other people have.
Yeah.
No. Let me see. There might be. There are 2 healing potions, minor healing potions. And maybe some. Let me roll this. 30 gold total.
One of them should have a book. Smut, whatever.
Would you
I
mind
can't.
if I took these?
And one of the kids looks at you and doesn't even really understand the question. Like that's like they don't understand why that would be a question at all. Like if you want to take it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Like they roll an insight check. Roll an insight check.
Hey, that's a 20.
Nice. So
Oh wait, are we
What?
exhausted?
Oh,
you're still at
right.
1 level of exhaustion.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to nerf you.
What was I rolling? Insight.
I'm
Nah.
so sorry. No!
No.
What'd
That's
you
on
get,
you.
Euphemian?
That's
the
on you.
audience?
So that's a
I'm
natural
so
one.
Oh, I'm like the kid who asked the teacher for homework.
You yeah, you don't know who this might be or why they would be concerned. It's just a completely blank stare when they you ask them this. You don't get any information whatsoever.
I'm going to assume that means go for it. So I will take the money and the potions.
Excellent. So yeah, you got those, and Chandris just says, all right, well, good. The heroes who are so much better than the Titans or any of those worshippers have just robbed the children.
I
Shall we move on?
asked for permission. They said the implication was that it was fine to take.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's good. I think this is good.
I'm gonna pop one in his hands.
Oh no, I never had any delusions. You just thought of it first. Um,
I want to leave behind on the table. I think there was like a time limit on when we could use the the chocolates you gave us a while ago.
I don't remember what the chocolates do.
They add a +1 for every chocolate you eat. I think it was like a Christmas thing.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just gonna leave those behind. I have 4, so I will just leave those for the children and then a deck of cards.
Okay. A deck of what? Which deck?
Good
Plain
thing
deck.
Arcades
Regular,
isn't here.
right? Regular
Yeah.
old 2.
Arcadia's like, I sense a disturbance in the force. All right, excellent. You leave these cards here. I like that a lot. I can't role play that because they won't see the cards for a little while, but I like that a lot. Show of hands. Who wants to go up the stairs? All right. My camera looks really good with this lighting. I am sexy. Okay. So, you won't get up to the stairs. When you get to the stairs and see them winding all the way up, Sean just goes, hold on. And he looks at all of you and he goes, I've been in weird places. Krayarin asked me that yesterday. I've been some weird places. Anything that you see up there? Let me guess. Kiki, whenever you stepped halfway through the archway, it wasn't a pleasant experience, was it?
It was fine until Euphemia tried to pull my arm off.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that with a lot of these things. The problem with strange places is that they get worse the more that you hesitate or try and go back and forth or have it both ways. When you know what you want it. And don't double back. And if you want to take a step back, run away. Because places like this prey on fear. If it's like Lutheria's barge. Lutheria found it very hilarious when people were scared of her and didn't know what to do. If someone was paralyzed, she might turn them into a statue, or what was left of them into a statue, or something like that. Or if they didn't move, if they didn't know whether to run or stay, she might take away their legs so they never had to decide. Things like that.
And you like
Are we talking about that, or am I helping you out with this place?
we can talk about it later.
Maybe.
That's a lot to unpack.
So it sounds like we should probably stick together, and I'm gonna grab his hand and Krayarin's hand.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well,
Stick around.
That's the point.
I'm not telling you what to do or what to not do. I'm telling you this place is waiting to pounce.
I go and hold on to Kiki's hand. Kiki, go grab Euphemian and let's go up these stairs.
I'll grab Kiki's hand and Chandra's hand.
Circle.
I'm going up like a circle.
And if you're paying close enough attention and can draw the proper order at home, you will be entered in a drawing.
But I have a green hat and no luggage.
God. Oh.
That's perfect. That's perfect. What was it? So I just saw something weird on the internet. So, you all
No, that was our Discord camera. It's all of us.
you all head up the stairs. Who was in front? Let's go with that.
We're a circle.
I was gonna say that I'll go first, but apparently we're a circle, so.
Who do you break with to go first?
What was that?
I'm asking Tammy who she breaks. Let's go with.
I mean, we could be doing it like the geese fly in formation. I'll be first, and then I'm holding on to both of them.
The stairs are enough for one person. I need a marching order straight up.
Okay, I will definitely go first.
All right, who's second?
I wouldn't mind going second, but I just want to make sure that because Euphemian, it's more of his thing, right? So I don't want to be ahead of him unless he wants to.
I can go ahead if you'd prefer. I'll follow Kiki.
Okay, I want to be behind you. I want to back you guys up.
You want to watch the view as I go up the stairs first. That's fair.
So Callista, are you second to last or are you last?
Oh, I'm last. I'm not gonna let Chandras be in the very back.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it like that, but you know.
That's fair. And each of you walks up these stairs, going up there, feeling the wind, the draft as you move up. As you make your way up, after about 100, 200 feet, you see a very large window. Like, almost, I'm gonna say it's like 3 feet by 3 feet. This, almost 4 feet by 4 feet window. Open, when I say window, I mean, an opening. There is no glass there. You see out into the fields below. Expansive, beautiful blue, sky blue and dark green flowers, blue motes of light floating through the air. And men, women, warriors, soldiers, adventurers laying on the fields, one sitting on a hill looking up in the distance. A world unlike the world you've seen before, with a blue sun shining its light down on the area. You can move upwards more. Sorry, you can move upwards more, or you can stop here and ask some questions. It's up to you.
Are these... Sorry, we're looking outside and we're seeing these people? There's not
This is all
actually
you see
anyone
outside the
inside?
window. This is all you see outside the window.
Like looking down as if we've gone
Mhm.
up or just straight ahead?
Looking down, like when you look out, this is about 100 feet down from where you are right now. You've gone 200 feet up inside, but this is 100 feet down.
Okay.
Just looking out at them, is there anyone... Like, does it look... Like, is there any sense that these people are from substantially in the past?
Okay, roll a history check with disadvantage.
18.
18, and that is you rolled a 10. 18. You see that these people have armor from a long time ago. Some of them appear to have different styles of clothes and presentations from a long time ago. These people from the past, the distant past, and you suspect that you might just not be looking at a different location, but a different plane of existence. Roll Arcana.
Looks like a 21.
You recognize some of this from your studies. A place, a resting place for warriors, heroes, and those who died, helping and while watching the well-being of others as you see the pocket realm of the afterlife known as Elysium. There is nothing stopping you from crawling through and going here right now.
Nothing except I don't want to. I'm going to sort of signal others to keep going.
Iki, since you're in front, I'm always going to ask you for final confirmation on whether you guys are going, staying, or whatever. So in that context, Kiki, are you going up ahead?
Definitely going to continue.
Real quick.
Awesome.
I'm going to do Bardic.
Will you even give Bardic to?
Kiki, and I want to give her specifically the Bardic epic verse that what is it called? Epic Foresight, which is you cannot be surprised and your passive perception increases by 5.
Ooh.
So for the next 10 minutes, you've got that going, or until you use it.
Sweet. That
And I'm
makes it
gonna
a 19.
what I'm gonna say here is a lot of this stuff up here is gonna move pretty quickly. And if you want to do something, you need to cut me off, all of you, because waiting for me will not be good for you.
Mhm.
And Kiki, I'm going to ask you for final confirmation about going up and down. And
Keep
also,
going up.
I know, but I'm just saying also, since all of
Oh,
you are
okay. Hmm.
all of you are holding hands,
Hmm.
if one of you says that you're physically doing something, I am going to take it as confirmation, and I'm going to integrate how it would affect everybody else. If Fimian suddenly turns and jumps back, y'all are moving back, or you're making deck saves. You move up ahead. I have that voice that I do whenever I'm in a serious part of the game. You move up ahead another 200 feet, 400 feet above the baseline. And Kiki and each of you, when you look out the window, see a realm where you see a woman hanging above, suspended by her arms above a fire pit, and you see magma in different pools and small little pockets of ground to stand on. And each one of these little pockets has a person suspended, whether they're in chains, bound with their hands and knees, or whether they are strapped to a slab of rock, or any other number of things, each one suffering and abandoned. You hear howls in the distance, and as you hear these howls, the cries and sobs of these people intensify, as if whatever they're experiencing here right now is so much less than the thought of those things coming back. Reed, you would recognize this as Tartarus. Unless somebody wants to do something, Kiki, I defer to you as to whether we move ahead.
Wow.
What
Reed?
is the sort of layout of the area that we're in? Is it like a stairway that's sort of
It's
stone
just
with no protection on one side and just a tumble down 200 feet?
that is correct. That is completely as you described it.
Okay. Now that we're getting a bit high here, I'm going to take my potion of climbing.
Mm-hmm. And
So
do what
I've
with
got.
it?
I'm going to use it. I'm going
Okay.
to
I didn't know if
gain
you
a
were ready in an
climbing.
action or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm going to climb. Get a climbing speed for an hour.
Okay. Wonderful. Um. Let me see. Jen, you wanted some spellings.
Elysium, I'm fine with. This next one, I'm like, it looks
Yeah.
like it's not a word.
It's like tartar
It is.
sauce, but with us at the end.
Oh, us! Oh, look, I actually got it almost right. I only had the I in there.
All right. So Kiki, are you moving up?
Yep.
Each of you moving up further, another 200 feet. You find another window. And in here, you see mostly void, partially stars. You see glints and glitter of starlight, and suddenly prismatic sprays of color in all directions, followed by void and darkness, and then glints again in the distance. And you feel this cool drifting breeze. And those of you that would know would recognize the astral plane, or I suppose an astral plane more accurately. This is a plane of chaos in the most sincere sense of the primordial chaos that you saw at the Nether Sea. This is a realm of pure potential, in the most literal sense.
I kind of lean back to, well, I can't really lean back because I'm not that far.
Mhm.
But I'll kind of look at Chandras and be like, does this remind you of the Nether Sea?
Yes. You make fun of me a lot, and I don't blame you. But yes, this does remind me of the Nether Sea.
Does that feel more like home to you?
It feels like a place I would want to call home.
You know, there are other places where you can belong and not be used.
People use. You just have to find the people that you are willing to let use you. You found yours. I'll find mine.
On we go, Chandras.
Go, Kraven. Kiki, are we moving up?
Yep.
200 feet now, which brings you 800 feet above the ground. When you look out, you see vast, rocky, gray, underground abyss that seems to go on forever. And you see these strange yellow slime things moving and oozing through, and then forming into humanoids, and then collapsing and moving ahead and forming into strange insects and moving ahead. You also see fleets of insectoid men moving along, flying along these wastelands, vast wastelands. You feel like you could see miles here. And across that, you see these insectoid things. And when I say fleets, I mean you feel as if you had the time, you could count thousands upon thousands of them. The underworld, an army of Hades to guard and maintain this pocket of the afterlife. Kiki, are we moving onwards? You move up. You see Thalia, and you see a great war of soldiers, of humans and elves and dwarves battling against centaurs and gigans. You hear dragons roaring in the distance. You see mass bloodshed. Generals and soldiers shouting orders. You hear thunder cracking in the sky as you see this Thalia during the Great War centuries ago. Does anybody want to take an action? Raise your hand if you're ready to move on.
Can I actually,
Hmm?
real quick, just hang on a second, hang on. If I look out there, do I see any anyone who looks familiar? Like, do I see gods, titans, dragonlords?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I don't even remember what my modifier is, but it's not good. Skills, perception. Okay. 2 19s. That's 22.
Alright.
It's
Okay.
faded.
Heh.
And you don't see anything here that would help you. You hear the rumble of thunder in the distance, and you presume that Sidon is there, but you don't see any great generals or leaders besides that. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
If we look up, is there any indication of how much further there is?
There are 3 more floors.
Okay.
Are we moving up?
Keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
You move up. And on the next floor, you see Thylia again in a field of daffodils, an island, and countless trees populating this island of all different heights, and tree houses, and centaurs living in them and amongst them. And a couple ships going back and forth. This is the only one with a glass seal over it that you would have to break to get through. Do you have any questions, or would you like to move forward?
Can I take a look at the ships and see what kind of, if there's anything identifying about them?
Roll a history check.
21.
Oh, was that the disadvantage?
That's with
Oh, wow.
disadvantage, yeah. The +8 modifier helps.
I would say that they're older ships, and you get the impression that this is a while ago, like a century ago at least.
What's happening with the ships? Are they like unloading?
Yeah, visiting, unloading.
Are
Nothing in
there
particular.
any signs of the scorpions around?
No. Just centaurs.
Well, I'm not going to start smashing things without having a reason to, so perhaps we should move on.
Like a hag coming after you. You gotta keep moving up.
You move up. In the penultimate floor, you see a window looking out into a land. Vast clouds and gloom. Gray and darkness. Villages that have been wrecked and ruined. Moonlight barely shining through. A large castle on a hill overlooking all of this. A few other strange things: house of worship, a lone windmill, and on the road.
Come on.
This is the one we go in.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're in Strahd.
And you hear a howling sound of a wolf in the distance. Sean just goes, well, that looks terrifying.
It's not that bad, to be honest.
I don't know why anyone would go in there willingly.
Whoa. What
You
the heck?
okay?
Oh my god.
Jeez, what'd you do, Ben?
I promised a good story.
You die in real life. I rolled back into this, and it unplugged the ceiling fan.
Did you want to move ahead, or you want to stay here?
Oh no, we're moving
no,
on.
We've done
keep going.
Strahd. We can keep going.
Yeah. We've all been there, done that. We're good. Well, not Chandras, but
I made a promise to myself that in the extraordinarily unlikely event that you went through that window, I would full on give you a session or two in Strahd.
Oh, cool.
But I was like,
there.
wait, what'd you say?
The question is, are there other adventures there already?
I genuinely considered re-describing this as a very specific scene from Reed, Tammy, and Jen's campaign, where they were at an inn that was under attack, and I was like, I considered doing this. Like, we have a very iconic scene that we talk about. I considered doing that, but I was like, no, I wanted it to be something you'd both everyone would equally recognize.
is that the penis map one?
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
Blue Water Inn. Yeah.
Question for you. if we had gone through that, would we just go in as our characters from Strahd?
No, I think it'd be these ones. I think you would have been
No.
these ones, and Strahd would have been very, very pleased and confused by why fate blessed him with 4 new guests. Um.
I
So,
just imagine.
so
He's
I was gonna
playing with his like latest set of adventures, and all of a sudden he feels the movement in the forest, and he's like, "What the?"
I've always wanted to do a crossover episode where I have the 2 of my groups play together, and this is just so be it.
Of NPCs to bring to Barovia.
Yeah.
Chandra's perfect.
Hold on 1 second, 1 moment. Be right with you.
That is crazy. Wouldn't it
That's
be?
like your most basic monstrous self, and Chandra's is like, marry me.
Dav Crew would be like, "What is going on here?"
Crunch would be happy because I remember Crunch chewing on bacon one morning, but he doesn't actually. He's a
He-
robot, right? And it was
Right.
just falling out. So Cray doesn't have bacon anymore. Never
Mm-mm.
mind.
Mm-mm.
My
Perfect.
apologies.
No bacon.
So, my apologies for that. So you guys moving up to the next floor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You
Hi.
guys make your way through, and you get to the top floor, and the stairs open up to this one very large room, much larger than you would have seen on the outside. At this point, no such actions or miracles or surprise at this point. But as you get higher and closer to it, you see the walls are covered in strange etchings in a strange lost language none of you knows, almost frantically carved in as if with nail and stone. And when you get to the room, see it's this vast, vast library of books and scrolls and paintings and notes and papers and scripts and documents. And in the middle of this entire room is a let's see, hello, in the middle of this entire room is a pedestal, large circular pedestal, where you see in the middle a woman sitting in a meditative position, her hair falling forward in her face, almost completely covering her face. Behind her is a window shining pure daylight down upon her. Her eyes are closed in contemplation. The 5 of you enter. It's anybody's action.
Hello?
Why have you disturbed my contemplations? She stands up. As she stands, it almost seems like a trick of the light that maybe she's taller than you thought she was a second ago. She seemed shorter, but as she rises to her full height, she's as tall as maybe a Goliath.
Hmm.
Powerful build. And she looks at you. Says, "You disturb my contemplations. Who? Why?"
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb exactly. Damon guided me to speak to you.
And you spoke with Damon.
It was hardly a conversation, but he did say that I should seek you out.
And what do you need from me?
I'm hoping that you can perhaps shed some light on what's happened to my fate. You see, I am Euphemian,
No, you're not.
and I'm not.
It's you. It's you.
I've been getting that a lot lately.
She steps down And she walks over to you, and you see as she steps down the stairs, her body seems to almost lower with her descending height until she's the size of a gnome. And she walks over to you and looks up at you and says, "Hmm, you look different than he does. At least I think you do. It's
What
hard
was
to
that?
tell the shape of him."
Is he here?
"No, of course not." And she walks and turns around and thinks for a second, lost in thought, and says, "You want answers. Everybody that comes here wants answers. They always want information. They want to know, how do they kill their enemies? How do they rise to power? How do they find true love? What is the meaning of it all?" They want answers, and I have answers in all of these books and all of these records. I have all of the answers that have ever been found. And you see these horns grow in her head until she looks like a satyr. And she just says, "They want answers, and they never appreciate them." She turns and looks at you, angelic Asimar form, and she says, "People want truth. They want information. But they don't ever want to learn. They don't ever want to grow. They want to be protected. They want to be coddled and swaddled. They want to be children. They want to be no better than children." Why do you want to know what you want to know?
I'm stuck by the feeling that if I don't find out what's happened, I'll never be who I can be.
And who do you think you can be?
I don't even know who I am. I would be happy just to have a self.
Do you understand what happened to the others that are downstairs?
I think so, well enough.
And she runs her hands through her hair in frustration, and when she lets go, her hair has fallen into this autumn colors with like these leaves and twigs woven into it like an eladrin. And she says, "And you would risk all of yourself to find yourself."
Never really had a childhood.
The rest of you, what do you want?
Just here to support our friend.
You don't want any information? You don't want to know anything? With the vast library behind me, there's no question on your mind.
I'm here for my friends.
I've had my fill of information, honestly. I've got a lot to think about.
You strike me as the people that would burn the books for heat. People who don't want information, people who don't need information. It's rare to find people that want information for the right reasons. It's disappointing to find those that don't. Did you know? Did you know that this island had all of the secrets of the world carved into the trees? Did you know that the centaurs charged to protect the island got very cold when the world began to change? And did you know how they survived those winters? I don't have patience for them anymore. I don't have patience for people that choose to be ignorant.
Can I ask you a question?
I would like it very much if that was why you were here.
Well, I mean, he's here for information. I just have a question about what you said. Is it truly such a bad thing to know that we don't want to disturb you or ask anything of you when you are clearly so disappointed by those who do?
You came all of this way and intruded in my home with nothing in mind.
Well, I mean,
Just
and I
because you could. Just because it would be nice for your friend.
yes. Because he needs information, and we're here to help him.
Do you deserve that information, Leon?
Well, to be fair, we did make our way to your tower, and that feels like a trial if that's what you wanted it to be. I mean, we all have questions, but we really just want to be here for Euphemia and Cleon.
Then I have questions. Then I have questions for you, each of you. And she steps forward. As she steps forward, you hear the clop of her feet as she steps forward in a centaur form. And she says, I have questions for each of you.
What's
I don't-
Chandra's now?
Chandra's is just standing back and just watching, like taking this all in, processing it. And she goes, I have questions for each of you. And she sort of strides, looking, making eye contact with each of you. She comes by and she goes, I don't give quarter or foothold to the ignorant, to the oblivious, to those that are comfortable being ignorant children. And I don't give any quarter or foothold to those who want knowledge for the banal, ridiculous reasons of personal gain or wealth, or any of the other reasons that people like you want information or ask details of me. I want to speak to someone learned and someone who wants to actually understand. And Chandris goes, I think I have you understood. And she turns and goes, do you? And he says, yes. You collect knowledge, and you want to speak to people that value knowledge. And it sounds like you want us to prove that. And she looks at him, eyes him up and down, waiting for something. He goes, then I'll bet my life that the next thing I need to say to you is that why don't we have this conversation with the real you directly? And she looks at him and walks back up to the pedestal and gets down and crouches on her knees again and says, and puts her hands on the floor and says, if you want if you want your answers, then you need to prove that you would understand and appreciate them. So, and she leans down and stretches out, her arms extending, her body growing in size until you see her arise into her true form, that of a sphinx. And she says, so bet your life that you can answer my questions 5. And that's where we'll end this session.
Ooh, I love it.
I love sphinxes so much.
I Sphinx, I like you a lot.
Thank you all for coming to this stream. I saw we got rated. So we normally talk to the
Oh my
audience a lot
goodness.
during the stream, and we love talking to viewers. But you guys came in at the exact moment where we were doing one of those serious people scenes where we didn't want to be like joking
Oh.
around. But like, we are so glad that you're here. Feel free to follow us. I see some of you did. We do it on Monday nights. We'd be glad to have you. And we're going to stream 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, or Pacific time. Sorry, Pacific time. We are glad to see all of you. Holly D Gaming, thank you so much for rating. Sailor Nicknack, thank you for rating. Yeah, I gotta go in a second. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
You guys are awesome, audience. This is wonderful. What a great little
Thank you so
place. Thank you
much.
for joining us. and helping us with channel points, which is really
Mhm.
awesome too. So
Thank you.
thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
I
Thank you.
hope
And
you all had fun.
I
Thank
Sphinx,
you.
I love you a lot.
Uh-huh. And Sphinx is great. That's cute. When I said that the audience might be able to help with this battle, that is because they'll be able to give you answers as well, and they are very high stakes. I will see you all later.
Oh,
You have a good night.
Have a good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.